Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where you have a newfound understanding of what has occurred here.
Mm-hmm.
The situation has unfolded a little bit. What are you thinking before we go and talk to Claudia about the new details that we have? Where's your head at?
Well, it makes the story more complicated. Makes it more of a because I figured right that I was kind of of two minds that either like this is what happened. These guys got this guy and strung him up and trying to figure out why and trying to diffuse situations, or it could be there is a deeper mystery to unravel. And it does seem to be a deeper mystery, and um, so I want to get more information on that. Is where I'm at the moment, and I think I'm also just 2100. Okay, so I'm almost coming up the time to interview that other guy as well. So I feel like this episode we're gonna get a lot. We're gonna get a lot done. We're gonna talk to a lot of folks. I don't have anything internalized right now, do I? No. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking. Is like I'm raring to go and find out what the deal is. And to have more information so I can figure out what this mystery is gonna be. Oh, okay, hang on.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
As someone who is almost 42, this is
You could ask either one of them.
oh, okay. I Kim, how old do you think I am? I'm gonna ask Kim because I don't. It's a weird question to ask her, and Kim's used to my weird questions.
Huh?
The lieutenant isn't quite sure he heard you.
How old do I look?
How old? 58.
Oh, oh my God, that's really old. Really?
You asked.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
You're probably right. That's about what I look.
Actually, make that 54. Alcoholism has severely impacted your appearance.
Jesus Christ.
And
And I was wrong about the age of the deceased.
it's just facts. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Okay, bring it on. I am not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Okay. You might be able to figure out your date of birth if you really jam on it.
I'll need to reopen okay. Maybe that's what I do next. Alright. Let's do this.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two, then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here.
I like getting two. I like it when I get two competing things from my uh, aspects of my psyche.
Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the mist speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Thank you, Kim.
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Cool. I'm satisfied with this explanation. I feel like attacking her is the wrong way to get information and just be like, okay, I get it.
Sure.
Especially if you're on the run from, a government.
I am not. There is more here, miss.
Well, now make Kim mad at me.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
Interesting that that's reaction speed.
Where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She lights the cigarette.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will
What happens if they do?
kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Nothing to do with her. You'll be the judge of that.
Okay,
Yeah, because we know more about what happened, but ultimately we don't know what happened.
yeah.
We know what happened after the killing.
So what did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Okay, so what are my options here? I'm sure people have done much worse than that. That's kind of trying to... Is that trying to console, or is that trying to patronize? Because she knows the score. Serves them when I am king. I'm not gonna be a king. I don't like that. The third one sucks ass. I'm not doing that one. That's a lot of shit you got yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting...
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I do like the way my character is able to recognize pain, especially the physicality of it. That's yeah.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She looks down. Her cigarette has singed her fingers.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
He did indeed.
Okay. Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Electrochemistry, this is not the time.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
What did you do then?
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby, you know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
She says, as if it's self-evident.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
Oh, okay.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours.
Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby, where's this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Oh boy. When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Could the people after you have killed him? I don't think that. I get the impression that would not be the case, but
No?
I'll ask. Well, because why didn't they shoot her?
Yeah.
But I'll still ask it.
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone,
She looks at her cigarette.
so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
It probably didn't. I'm trying to help her feel a little better about it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, this is also almost certainly true. Like you say, if they were after her, they would have bothered to go after her.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
She looks at the table.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol.
When was the window changed?
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
She takes a drag.
You should have a look at that window. Reconstruct the scene. It's right here. So near.
In her bedroom, inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I think we're done here for now. I'm not going to ask this fifth question. That's just not a... I don't feel like that's a good way to approach this or to deal with a person who's been through a rough time.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
The lieutenant glances at you and then the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. She lied to you, and she's a flight risk.
I will say...
That won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality.
Yes, dear?
Everything's hanging together and like we understand what's happening and her story makes some sense, but there's definitely parts of it that are hard to verify, like why exactly people would be after her. And she did just kind of like effortlessly and reasonlessly lie to you about what she was on when it happened. And
yeah, I get that, but
I mean, like, I'm not volunteering to the cops that I did a line either, but
yeah, Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know. I feel sorry for her, and maybe this would make me a bad cop. Besides, also my integrity as a human being. But I just I want to be gentle. She's been through a lot. If she's telling the truth, she's been through a lot.
Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up, with force, if you want to continue pushing her.
So Drama is your lie detector, right? And I do think it's really interesting that you and Drama are like basically saying exactly the same thing. Oh, she's been through enough, provided she's telling the truth or whatever, which would just, I don't know, let's just let that go. So it's interesting that there is some part of you stepping in to be like, hey, are you thinking this through?
Yeah. You know what? I will always do a white check if I can. But I'm worried about, like, the terrible consequences of this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it a try, though.
Apparently not that
But we
worried.
are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached.
Drama, I think all 24 of you need to, like, work on your issues with women.
Get a hold of yourself just once, will you? Try to look past the sexually lax morals and do some police work. So you say, but give us one example of deceit. Just one example.
It wasn't really that lurid. No, I got nothing. You're right, wise counsel. It's silly of me to imply she's lied. I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah,
Gosh,
fair enough.
she's so young, isn't she? She would look spectacular in a starring role.
Drama, calm down.
Be careful not to look too long into her soon-to-be famous face, lest it make you look like an indecisive suitor. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Let's return to this later.
The same small, heavy door.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. So I want to look at the window?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Oh, run my finger across the surface of the glass?
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
He adjusts his glasses.
All right, visual calculus. Let's do this.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm, what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Sure, why not?
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Have a look at B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Alright, B double prime, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Okay, and the last one, the islet?
1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
I'll say the boardwalk, Land's End, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still. No, I'm just being thorough, so I'm going to go with.
Okay.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Alright, and I will blink.
Does leave you with some significant questions, though.
Yeah. Well. Well, next step is to talk once again to the Hardy Boys, my least favorite people.
Well, I don't know why you'd say that. Nothing ever goes wrong talking to the Hardys.
Can this please just be like a physicality check of some sort? Like physical instrument. I want that to be the check to get the information. Something I'm good at, please.
It's you again. What is it?
I hate this guy so much. I think they go with this walking to and back just to make him more annoying. I think just to make us hate him more. I think it's a very strong choice. Okay, I talked to Klausja. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
He leans back and regards you with curiosity.
Okay. Let's see.
Number 3 is strong?
I haven't, though.
He doesn't need to know that.
Warren's brooding on Webber to solve this murder. That means talking to Ruby. Okay, I'm leaning towards 6, and I'm leaning towards 1. I'm gonna go with 1 because I can't give up an opportunity to give him shit. Because she's your real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
I probably made whatever check is coming up harder, but
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off.
A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Oh no!
Shanky's like checking if he's in trouble as he's saying it.
He's looking for like, notice me, Daddy.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Okay, well...
That is an 18.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this. By dressing for success. Alright.
Once again, just stripping nude in front of the Hardy Boys.
What helps us with logic? Anything? Okay.
What an incredibly logical jacket to wear.
Okay. Glasses. That's -1
Yeah,
logic.
that's
Don't
minus.
need that. Okay, well let's increase our drama. Just because. And I guess I should wear pants. Oh, bow tie, yes. Don't have any logic gloves. Can use that.
These are the most logical gloves.
I still don't know what Kingdom Conscience is, but I'll take it. Okay, now with this outfit,
It's you again.
how hard is that check? That is the same,
Yep.
but I increased my lot. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't increase it. It's an 18.
But if I roll okay, well,
You would have to get your standing logic up above a 6 in order to start affecting the odds.
Okay, well.
Nothing is happening. The pieces are there, but they remain unconnected.
No, we can do this.
Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again, the pieces are there. She could have done it. Somehow. Something else. Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming together.
Why am I such an idiot?
No one knows.
Yeah, it's a mystery to everyone.
You're not an idiot. Don't say that. This is a really big mess, and being a detective is hard.
Thank you, Volition.
Volition? Yeah, that's sweet. I will squint my eyes harder.
Still nothing. But that's okay. This doesn't have to turn into some kind of meltdown. You're just a cop, taking your time to present a theory. Why does Puzzleface get to not melt down? You and I melted down like crazy. Remember?
I do remember.
Right. Puzzleface shouldn't be the cool guy when he fails. I was supposed to be that. Shush. I'm just more level-headed than you. That's my thing. Let's look at this as a learning experience. What are the components you need to implicate Ruby? His wife left him. He needs to kill himself. Make her sorry she did.
Jesus.
No. He needs to say, 500 layers and I can't remember the first line.
I just want to hear the components of the theory.
Smart move. The components are access to the roof, weapon, and motive. Here is what you can do to make it easier. Come on, guys. For starters, you could find out what's behind that mystery door in the kitchen. If it's a secret route, she could have used that to get to the roof. Can't get through the door? You know what would help. Doing a thorough search of this room. Maybe something's hidden. There's a spooky building west of this. Take a flashlight with you. Search the basement. There are secrets, magisterial, ancient secrets that may assist you. You could crack Classia's last defenses. Maybe she'll tell you something helpful. Also, you should say, I need to kill myself and it's all over.
Pain threshold? You need...
Say, 500 layers and I can't remember the first line. No, nothing good will come of it. He did the right thing not saying that the last time. Just do what the nice helpful guys said and don't do the bad things. It's that simple.
Unless we have more business, we should...
He looks to the door.
I'm going to take off now.
You just like stood there in perfect silence for so long. And Kim was like, I don't know, is he gonna do something? Are we having a stroke? What's happening?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Okay, now hang on. So this is a 15. I don't think I have anything that would increase my perception.
Nope. I don't believe so.
Well,
Nothing, as before.
What's this weirdo cop doing now, huh? Window shopping?
shaky, I swear to God.
Kim, hand me the gun.
Trying to find it on us in our box. It's what they do, Shanks. Did you know policemen are sometimes called pigs?
Wow, no. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, because they like to sniff around in dirt.
The tattooed man gives you a look.
He's just trying to sound clever. He has no idea what you're looking for, nor do you yourself.
To be fair, that's probably making it harder for him to know.
Okay, well, I was told to search this room, and okay. Nothing new to talk about with you,
The man
right?
ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Do you know what's
acknowledging
behind that
your
door?
presence. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
I don't think you need anything else. Stay masculine.
Very normal thing to say to a person.
It's a weird thing to say. Okay. Oh, wait, there's something here. Oh, go back. Yeah, I stole your money. I don't even need to pay rent anymore, as I have a house.
Just like no interest in the door, huh?
I have looked at that door so many times.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue.
I'll click the same things I've done before and it won't do anything.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. The door does not budge.
Okay. No, the guys in my head told me to look in this room and like there's that thing in the room,
Yeah.
but I can't seem to perceive it just yet. No, I don't want to talk to him. All right.
Can I help you?
No. Okay. So options. I mean, I can eliminate these things. And then, swing around there, 2100. See if anyone's home. And, yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to check the boardwalk for bullet traces.
Okay. You don't want to fast travel?
All right, I can fast travel, can I? So, hang on. Do I have to be near the whirling to do? How does that work?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me of that.
You're welcome.
Wait, which way was the boardwalk?
It's up there where all the boards are.
Okay.
So that's why they call it that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. How am I supposed to know that?
Well, first of all, the same way I did. Secondly, through deduction based on the English language. Thirdly, we did watch all of Boardwalk Empire quite recently.
Yeah, their boardwalk didn't look like this, so.
I mean, it sort of looks like this. It is definitely a walk made of boards, extending out over the water's
some
edge.
An empty cigarette package and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
I guess I'll examine the package. Don't smoke these, Harry.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Now, this makes partying look bad. Still, don't let it sway you. You're responsible.
Electrochemistry, I need you to calm down. Alright, well, we're out on the boardwalk. Oh, okay.
It's a long way down to your death from here. 20 meters at least.
I think Harry needs therapy.
Wait, why is that the thing that means that?
Just the way he struggles with, like, there's a lot of ideation, and...
Yeah, that's certainly true.
Okay, wait, which... No, don't, no, I'm trying to examine the boardwalk. Trying to see if I can find any... Oh no, not this asshole.
You see, a once bright mural towering.
Nothing new there.
Yeah. Okay, is there any part of the boardwalk I haven't... that I'm missing?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I think I'd have an opportunity to cross that thing off my list.
Do you remember where on the boardwalk the B prime was marked?
I don't. Do you?
Not exactly. And it does feel like you've sort of run all over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a shame
Must
you
be
don't
the
have the
interactables.
it's a shame you don't have like the drawing saved, the you know, the thing that your brain projected over reality when you were considering the ballistics.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
So you're checking the boardwalk for bullet traces. Are you hitting the check for interactables button a lot?
I'm in the tab. Yeah, I'm holding the tab down while I'm
Okay.
doing it, and I'm really getting anything. So
Yeah, the only thing I can think is that like
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
you know, a lot of the you would expect maybe for the bullet residue to be like in and around buildings, especially since like if it wasn't
yeah,
like Kim said, you know, it probably would have gotten washed away. It has rained and snowed since the whatever happened, so
yeah. Okay. Well,
so any evidence would be more likely to be preserved in or around a building by the building, and also, you know, that's just like seems to me like a way more sensible spot to stash yourself if you're gonna.
yeah, but I'm not really. There's not like an interactable.
Yeah, well, these aren't
Building.
really what I mean by building.
Yeah. Oh, like this thing here.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the only real structure around
Oh,
here.
there's. Can I get up there? Can I get in there somehow?
Doesn't really look like it unless you can make one of those grates actually respond to your.
I don't have a pry bar anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, well, let's Okay, let's check elsewhere then, I guess. I am pretty sure it's the roof. Go back to the... Turn to the fast travel point. Alright,
I mean, this is a building and it's technically on some boardwalk.
yeah, I just can't get into it.
Well, not with that attitude.
I broke Kim's pry bar trying to get into it.
Hey, Kim, we need to borrow the gun.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears.
I just don't have a way to get into it. I don't see like a back door. No. Alright, so I'm gonna abandon this particular avenue
Okay.
so that we can keep moving, and if I figure something out, we can come back. Map. Island and Land's End. So, where is Land's End?
Like up by the radio tower.
Okay. Well, let me go over there then, because that's still in this area.
Yeah.
Ah. Lot of running around.
At least we know Kim finds your the physicality of your approach impressive rather than annoying.
Well, he's trying to be kind.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. The wind picks up. Fine sea foam lashes your face. It feels like needles. You can take it. Just raise your collar, detective.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator?
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fire this time of year.
He looks around.
Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it?
I'll look over the water to the whirling in rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender, smoking, drinking, being happy and elated, without you, because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you, doing your detective work.
Finished thought.
Don't even
Okay.
want to pose the idea to Kim that,
No, he was pretty
yeah, fair enough.
sure of that. Okay, so that came up as a thought. So I'm wondering if instead of an interactable on
Yeah,
the
you're just trying
boardwalk
to find the right place to,
to trigger a thought.
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna ask you
Yeah.
to get still here. We're a little bit short of normal episode time, but I think we should call it here.
Okay.
So we don't get, whatever thing we would get drawn into next is likely to take a little bit of time, and we'll just call it here for today. All right, that's going to be it for us for the moment. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return, we finally have some classic police work to do, some good old-fashioned forensics, and hopefully it's all going to turn out well, and we're not just going to get horribly, horribly stuck. And we'll see you then.
Bye.